only 14 days, well, that's when your taxes are due. If you haven't done them yet, don't worry, we got you covered.
Yeah, after the break, last-minute tax tips we all need to know about. Well, it's right about this time each year everyone starts doing the tax prep panic. It's only 2 weeks until deadline, and joining us this morning is Bob Hockensmith with the common mistakes people make all over again.
Right.
One thing's for sure, procrastinating.
That's exactly right. People wait until the last minute.
Last minute. And you say one of the most important things is check your math, even if you have software.
That's right. A lot of people don't realize that the math is the #1 reason why tax returns are returned or changed or adjusted. And people think, well, the computer will take care of it. But many times there are many questions that you have to answer on the computer program that the computer won't know how to answer, and it can cause some bad math problems.
All right. You told me something interesting. You're seeing more and more divorces.
Oh, yeah.
Because possibly the economy.
Right.
So when claiming a child, make sure the other partner hasn't claimed the child.
Right. And in this case, a lot of times people are filing electronically, and in the IRS's eyes, it's first come, first serve. So whoever files and claims that child first is the one who gets the benefit, even though they may not be entitled to it. And so when the second parent tries to file the tax return and they don't receive the benefit and they get their tax return rejected, it causes a lot of strife.
You tell me that people actually forget to sign their tax returns.
Oh, it's unbelievable how many people actually send the tax return in and forget to sign it. Now, there's actually a frivolous tax return penalty up to $500 the IRS can levy if you don't sign your tax return. And a lot of tax protesters will send in the tax return and not sign it because they say they're not responsible if they don't sign it.
And then they don't send their returns to the right address?
Yep, that's exactly right. If you owe money, you send it to a different address than if you have a refund coming. And you have to check and find out which one you're going to get. You get a refund, you send it to Ogden, Utah. If you owe money, you're going to send it typically to San Francisco.
And be sure your social security numbers match with the names if you're filing a joint one, right?
Exactly. You get married, you want to go down and make sure that you change your name with your Social Security Administration. You get divorced, the same thing, because now they check the names against the Social Security Administration, and if they don't agree, they reject your tax return.
All right, so there are many ways to actually pay for your taxes this year.
Absolutely. You could pay by credit card. You can pay, obviously, by cash. You can go down in person and pay it. You can send a check. You can actually get into a payment plan with the IRS, and you have up to 5 years to pay your taxes if you owe $50,000 or less.
Well, they'll take your money, right?
They will certainly will take your money, yes.
If you can't pay now, though?
If you can't pay now, you can actually file an extension. It's a Form 4868. It allows you to actually send your tax return in late. Now, you're still supposed to send in what you think you owe if you owe, but at least if you don't, the penalty is 1/2 of 1% with an extension.
Oh, yeah,
Without an extension, it's 5% of the tax that you owe. Big change.
And always keep your copies, right? That's
Have to.
Very
always
important.
keep your copies. And if you're going to mail your tax returns in, you always send them certified mail. Always send them certified mail.
All right. Great advice. Thank you so much, Bob,
You bet,
for being
Stella.
here with us this morning.